你好，我是贤妻，这是迷你的贤妻。
The Gentleman's Voice. Critical analysis and reviews for books and movies. Tonight's feature presentation.
First off, I am sorry if I butchered my Chinese greeting, and I most likely butchered it really badly. But, sorry? Secondly, I don't know about you, but I really like action movies. I really like them a lot. When they have a good plot. I mean, action for the sake of action is just boring. It's really just very boring. Which is why movies like Mission Impossible 2, Quantum of Solace, and the martial arts movie Butterfly Sword are all relatively similar. They are all lacking a powerful plot. That last one especially was particularly weak, and that's because its stylized action lacked an explanation of the why factor. Why am I talking about Butterfly Sword? We'll get to that in a moment. Following that god-awful movie, it looked like the genre of martial arts films would just have a cult following. Enter Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon managed to incorporate all of the filmmaking skill lacking in Butterfly Sword. It had great, clearly defined characters, it had a plot that, while simple, managed to be interesting and fun, it had great stylized action by Wu Ping-yun, the choreographer for the Matrix trilogy's action, and it managed to be the first foreign language film to earn over $100 million in the United States. What does that have to do with this review? You'll see in a moment. Following the success of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, other directors realized that there was a market for this cult genre film, and so we were then presented with the film simply entitled Hero. The most expensive Chinese movie made to date, Hero became the next step in the stylized martial arts genre. Even though it was released in 2002 in China, the release was not brought to the United States until 2004 because of fears it would not do well with American consumers. But everyone was shocked when it became the first foreign language film to open #1 at the box office, earning $53 million and rising to the rank of third highest grossing foreign language film. And now we come to the point of this review. Is its reputation deserved? Well, we shall all see in a moment. This is Hero. Before we see our title, the movie opens with a semi-motivational statement. In any war, there are heroes on both sides. Stop! Sheesh! Wow, okay. Whew. We then see our main character, Nameless, being escorted to a meeting with the king. Why he is named Nameless, he explains to us very quickly. Well, in that case, everything would have its own name already. You wouldn't call your dog anything but dog. Or your cat anything but cat. I would be man and you would be audience. Seriously, how did the boy let this happen? Is there just this old man who's raising him who said that he's going to give him his nameless name?
Well, since your parents died before they could name you, you shall be called Nameless.
Wouldn't calling me Nameless be like naming me Nameless, which defeats the whole point of calling me Nameless for having no name and make it kind of a misnomer?
Do not question my logic, Grasshopper.
Okay, wait, is my name Nameless or Grasshopper? Because you're kind of sending me mixed signals here and I don't really know what to...
Do not question my logic!
Okay! So Nameless arrives at the palace and is prepped to meet the Emperor. But first they must look him over for weapons by stripping off all of his clothes. Awkward. So he hasn't taken off that suit of armor for 10 years? That must be a really smelly suit.
长空引枪。法令有破刺客长空者，赏千金，封千户口，上殿20步，与王对饮。我本事能破赵国的3大刺客，个个击破。
Really? No other secret? Just one at a time? I mean, in a stylized martial arts movie, it's kind of expected that you would take them all on at once. I mean, but if you want to do it one at a time, then no wonder you don't have a name. You haven't done anything impressive yet.
所以分化残剑飞雪，必先取长空。你的做法，寡人猜到一二。
It turns out that the Emperor's guards all tried to defeat Sky just before Nameless attempted. But they failed as badly as I did with my Chinese greeting, and I'm still sorry about that. It looks like Sky is about to leave unharmed when suddenly... That's it? Just halt? One lone warrior saying halt makes him stop? I just defeated all of these gods, and you think you can stand against me? Yeah, well, you see, official soldiers are never really trained really well on how to fight, so it's no surprise that they lost. Me, though, I'm a master swordsman. Who are you? I am Nameless. You have no name? Actually, I'm kind of confused on that still myself. You see, I'm called Nameless, but it kind of works as a name, so, Would you like to surrender now? Nameless leaps into action, and they have an epic duel in the rain. But after a moment, they all take a moment to wait.
老先生，请再抚一曲。
Why the wait? Is that guy your composer? Is he there to actually do the fight scene music, and you don't want him to go until he completes it?
武功琴韵虽不相同，但原理相同，都讲求大音希声之境界。臣和长空面对面站着，有半个时辰，虽然谁也没动，但决斗已经在彼此的意念中继续展开。
Okay, that's really intellectual and all, but why not just show them fighting? Why all this?
Okay, song is over. Now you die!
Okay, that was quite a fight. But did it need to be that long?
大王法令，刺客残剑，刺客飞雪，速来联手行刺。有诛杀2人中任何1人者，赏万金，封5000户口，上殿10步，与王对饮。
What? Flashing curtains? Cutting swords? What? Explain? Maybe? Hello? No?
不能。
Okay, well, let's just see how he defeated Broken Sword and Falling Snow. Nameless goes to a group of calligraphers and requests for a scroll to be made with the 20th variation of Sword, hoping to observe his enemies. But it turns out Sword and Snow are not on good terms with one another. Well, that's alright, because the Qin soldiers are coming to kill them all anyway. Okay, physics-wise, and I don't claim to be an expert on this, but I think a flying arrow is faster than someone running away.
今日你们要学到赵国文字的精义。
Yeah, well, that may be all well and good, but we're all getting slaughtered in here. So if you want to die for your art, that's fine. But I'm just gonna. No offense, but that's kind of a massive tangent. Can we go back to the arrows?
剑的写法通常有19种，陈个字竟有19种写法，又互不相认，极为不便。等寡人 灭了6国之后，再灭其他诸国，必将这些杂七杂八的文字统统废掉，只留一种，岂不痛快？啊？
That's nice, but tension? Arrows? People are dying! Show us what's going on! Moved by the dedication of the calligraphers, Snow and Nameless go and block the arrows. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Her sleeves can block arrows? Okay, I'm gonna call bull on that. But I'm open-minded. Let's test this. Let's test this.
Look, they blocked our arrows! Run away!
Nameless meets with the two assassins and tells them that he killed Sky.
你是何人？为何来此？
I'm here to kill you too. Do you mind letting me stab you? Please?
若要同在下一战，明日秦军大营。
Dreading the Nameless Warrior's challenge and still fuming about Snow's stubbornness, Broken Sword decides to get it on with his assistant. It's a family show! You want to see it, you go and get the DVD and you watch it! Besides, they really don't show anything. It's just what you hear. Infuriated by this infidelity, Snow stabs Sword through the wall and instantly regrets it. She runs away, but the assistant chases her down and they fight.
我要杀了你，为仇人报仇！
I'm going blind! Turn down that saturation! I can't see what you're doing! Ah! Windslash? That may be explained in a fantasy story, but this is a martial arts movie. I'm gonna have to call bull on that one too. BS.
你笑什么？
I don't know. I always laugh when I die. Somehow that makes Snow even more depressed, which makes it easy for Nameless to defeat her as well. Well, that was an action-packed 40 minutes. Wait. There's still an hour left on the movie? Wait, what? What? Assassins are dead. You've got your reward. Now go! What else is there left to do? Dude, didn't you listen to my story? I mean, I could tell it again, but we'd have another full movie. Wait, is there another assassin? A son out there ready to get revenge to complete this soap opera story? Well, of course he would. Wait, what?
成仇是假，你所讲故事更是假。
Oh. Yeah, well, I guess I did make a mistake. I guess you can go ahead and kill me now. You know, headsman? Off with his head?
寡人猜测你与长空早就相识，
Summon your guards?
已就办。
Execution? You just gonna talk to me? You realize I can just get up and walk away at any time, right? So it appears the Emperor believes Nameless is now behind another assassination attempt on his life, using the deaths of the assassins to get close enough to strike a mortal blow. Which makes no sense, since now that he knows that, he should be calling for the guards right now! But whatever, the king goes through his assumed version of what happened, explaining how Nameless requested one of the others to give his life for his cause.
此处距书简几步，大约10步。好，就是10步。
Well, I gotta admit that's pretty badass. Well played, Nameless. Well played.
在下只需一人相助，两位请自行决定。明晨秦军大营。
Snow injured sword on the way there, keeping him from facing Nameless in battle.
我比你晚了一步。 为此起，我死而无憾，请动手吧。 好快的剑。
That's what she said.
No, boo!
Hey! Don't make it dirty! Don't make it dirty! She did say it. She did right there. She said it right there. Seriously, don't make it dirty. Anyways, back on track. There's been a lot of action in this movie so far. It's almost like they're trying to compensate for a somewhat lacking plot. You took it there! You did that, not me! You! Well, now that Snow is dead, Sword and Nameless must fight because... I have no idea. Honor or tragic love, something soap opera-y. Okay, gravity may be flimsier here than it is in the Matrix, but I'm still gonna call bull for them to be able to fight on the surface of the lake. But a drop of water splashes Snow's cheek, and that convinces Sword to stop fighting because... Pick one.
主人教你此剑，残剑飞雪，生死相守，人不离人，剑不离剑。
Okay, pick all of them. The more the merrier.
大王何以识破？
寡人面前的烛火，感到了你的杀气。
No, really. It was just the only way I could keep this movie going longer. Seriously. Lie detecting candles? You know, I'm not even gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it. If we have sleeves of steel that can deflect arrows, if we have swords that summon up windstorms, and gravity that lets you fly on the top of lakes, lie detecting candles must be legit.
人不会刺我，你到底是谁？
臣实为赵人，臣家人被秦军所杀，自幼流落在秦，被秦人收养。
为赵而来。
No, I'm here for the family that you killed. Weren't you listening?
寡人想知道，你练的快剑名称，哪一式
10步以上。
Well, that's a very precise art. What if you're 11 feet away because you miscalculated and you begin your attack? Are you going to miss and fail? Or what if you're 10 feet away and you just jump forward to attack and then the person steps back one step? Are you going to miss again? Seriously, this seems to be kind of bad planning. Die! You stepped back. You weren't supposed to do that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Strike me down. Oh no, it won't work. You're too close now. I gotta go back and start over. Seriously? Look, just do what you can. Don't worry. It'll just take a moment. Ready? Yes, go ahead. What now? Well, you were too close this time. See, I miscounted and you're only 9 paces away, and I can't do my thing if you're that close, so... This is ridiculous! Gods! No, give me a moment. I can... Oh! Yeah, that's kind of a nifty move. Bad planning.
你的杀气在乱。大王见识过人，可是大王也把一个人想简单了。谁？参见。
And so we cut back to the library once again. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about what happens there because you already sort of know it, because it's just a slightly different version of the same thing! They meet and decide to kill the king. Except...
秦王不能杀。
kind of ironic, coming from the man who tried to assassinate the king before, you know? This leads to Snow and Nameless having to injure Sword to prevent him from interfering. You know what happens here. Snow and Nameless fight, she is defeated, and Nameless goes to face the king. But he is intercepted by Broken Sword on the road.
如何才肯听？除非你杀了我。
Okay, so this is the part where we're going to get a duel between Sword and Nameless will win and claim the sword so they can get closer to the king.
那好，我送你2个字。
Aww.
参见，给你写了哪2个字？天下。
Does that have some sort of special meaning?
大王才能停止战乱，一统天下。他跟我说，一个人的痛苦与天下人比，便不再是痛苦。照
And now the moment of truth. How will Nameless act? Will he go through with his act of revenge, or will he let the king live? Stay tuned for more details.
寡人想知道，你手无寸铁，如何刺我？夺剑。
Well, the joke's on you. I'm not letting you... use that as an excuse not to kill me. You know, for a tyrannical king, I really don't think things through too much, do I? Well, that's kind of an unhappy ending. I guess there's no redemption in this revenge tale.
刺了这一剑，很多人都会死，而大王会活着。
Okay, I guess there is a happy ending after all. Wait. Almost all these martial arts movies are really just soap operas disguised behind flourishes and gravity-defying swordplay. How can there be a happy ending? Well, the best way to fix that problem is to take the two lovers and have them fight to the death over Sword's meddling. But Sword will not fight, and so he is killed, leaving Snow to be depressed as she kills herself a la Romeo and Juliet. And of course, Nameless just walks out of... nothing like that'll do any good. We've already seen him deflect whole swarms of arrows with his sword and... Wait, he doesn't have a sword anymore. Run, Nameless, run! And so the soap opera of Hero is complete. And I have to admit, it's a pretty good movie, and I can see why people enjoyed it. True, it did have a lot of battles, and the repetitious storyline did get a little annoying, but it managed to keep everything interesting the entire time. Granted, the soap opera ending is not ideal and is really cliched, but it did tie together all of the loose ends, with the exception of such things as water battles, wind swords, and sleeves of steel. But that's to be expected.
And surprisingly, as a side note, I actually like the dubbed version better. For some reason, the English dialogue works better than the Chinese one.
But I still keep thinking that Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is a stronger film. I mean, I think it was more well balanced in terms of sword fighting and action with the storytelling also. But that's just my opinion. And that is The Gentleman's Voice. And I leave you with one last dramatic read. People give up their lives for many reasons. For friendship, for love, for an ideal. And people kill for the same reasons. In any war, there are heroes on both sides. And that is how it should be. Thank you for watching. Cheerio and Zaijian.